Hi, Julie Poganch here. I don't have a written script for this reflection because I feel like it should be what one would call off the cuff, because it should be an honest reflection of how the course went and things that were learned and reflections throughout the 7 weeks of this course. I'd like to start off by saying that I found the forums very refreshing. People were very honest, and I have not experienced that yet in any online class that I've had. So thank you for that, and thank you to Michelle for being a great facilitator, instructor. I appreciate that as well, the honest feedback and such going forward. One of the things that you asked us to discuss in this video was how the course outcomes and everything were met during this course. So looking at the Brighton Stratton workplace capabilities, I see attitude as one of them, and I think in an online class, attitude is everything because we're not seeing one another. So we have to convey that attitude into our writings. And writings can come off wrong. They can come off, offensive or aggressive. So, I think attitude in writing is a big deal, and I've really learned how to incorporate that during this course. Another thing I see is productivity. So it would be real easy to do your initial post and your 3 replies all on one day. And while, yes, that's being productive, it's not really productivity. It's not really showing time management. The first week I did struggle a little bit. I got behind the 8 ball a little bit. I had some things going on in my personal life. Nothing bad, all good. It was mine and my husband's 25th wedding anniversary. But anyways, I got behind the 8 ball that first week, and so I did all my stuff all on the same day, which didn't meet the course requirements. But my thinking was I'm going to at least put it all out there, even if it's only over the course of 2 days or 1 day. I want to say I did like 2 days instead of just the 1 day. But I felt like I needed to get the work done and out there, as opposed to not doing it at all. Another thing I see on this list is technological literacy. Again, new to me this semester. This was my first semester at Brighton Stratton. I did not realize that you guys have your own virtual library where we can get our sources and have things cited for us. And I had a little bit of struggle with the virtual library when I first started, so I've learned to expand my technologies. Thought I was pretty strong there. Thought I knew where to go for stuff, but the Brighton Stratton Virtual Library, oh my gosh, has everything one would ever need, no matter what topic you are talking about. I mean, I guess you could go outside and do Google Scholar or something like that, but the library pretty much has everything I was looking for. It had everything related to my proposal paper. It had everything related to what I needed for my critical thinking class. And one other thing I'm going to touch on here, actually two, is going to be interpersonal skills and communication. So in an online class, interpersonal skills I feel are lost because you're not dealing with somebody face to face. But I also had, and I've commented to several of my classmates about certain things and about certain, maybe this would work better or maybe that would work better. And I had people comment back to me mainly on my rough draft and my outline of my paper. Hey, maybe think about this, Julie, or maybe think about that. Or I did have one person tell me to watch the tone of my paper, and I had a couple other people read it. So I did change things up a bit before I submitted it for the final project. Had I been presenting in person, I probably would have left it the way it was. But reading it on paper only, you lose the facial expressions, you lose the body language. And if the person reading it is having a bad day, then their tone is going to be different. Again, that falls right in line with communication. You have to be able to put your thoughts into words, into a reply or into a reflection. And I just think that having this kind of class and an online class, holy cow, I've learned a lot. I've learned to be careful how I write things. I have learned to get my ideas into words that are written, because when you're talking publicly like this little reflection video is a lot easier for me because I can just kind of spew, for lack of a better word, and you can see my facial expressions and you can see my body language, but when I'm putting it in writing, you can't. So for fear of looking, unprofessional or sounding uneducated, I had to really think about putting my thoughts into words. I will leave that here. Again, thank you for everything. It has been a great, I don't want to say semester because I only had you for half the semester, but it's been a great class and I've learned a lot. Thanks.